Good afternoon, technically morning, but yeah. I was supposed to get this video, but I was supposed to get this video done a couple months ago. So here it is. Here it is now. After I procrastinated on it for quite a while. Editor Hakon, put the title in. Editor Hakon, I'm gonna need you to add this in the beginning of the video if you're here. Uh, if I sound like I'm slurring my words in the video, it's because I have a speech impediment, also known as a lisp. So yeah. But I don't let that discourage me. I just continue talking. If people have the issue of it, that's their opinion. Not so yeah. I just won't really tell them to. I don't want to make it a problem. So when they mention anything about it, I won't talk back or make it a bigger issue that we don't have an argument talking back to each other because that will really annoy me and I'll like to swear more. I don't swear as much, but in rare moments you guys will see me swear. So yeah. Editor Hakon, cut this, please. Uh alright. So the title is self-explanatory. This is an introduction video about me. I'm gonna tell you who I am and what I do for a living. Uh First, let's begin off with the name Hakon underscore Calliope. Where did the name originate? Well, back in 2018 to 2017 to 2018, between there, uh, I was actually scrolling through my phone, not my phone, my old iPad the other day, and checking, I was checking through it, backing up photos. One that I was scrolling through it, I found a file named Future Roblox usernames. I had a bunch of usernames, but Hakon underscore Calliope picked the most out of it. I wish I could show you, but I threw away that iPad long ago. So, let me just stop. Alright, so this video has to be 10 minutes long, or otherwise my manager will get mad. Hmm. Why do I create content? A reason why I create content is because I want to make content for people to watch when they're bored, and also because I want to be known globally. And if being known globally doesn't work, hopefully I can be known nationally across Canada. Who am I? What's my nationality? Canada, obviously, but I am a Native American, so I just dubbed myself the indigenous content creator. I create content across 3 million platforms: Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Twitch is where I do most of my streams, but I'm gonna stop doing Twitch streams eventually because I know it's not making me enough money. My last donations were about a couple months ago. And also because Twitch will take half of the money, which is kind of annoying. Also, I'm not. It's not because I'm greedy. It's because I kind of need money for stream equipment. I have a PC that that has RTX 4060. It's not good anymore. Well, it's still good to play games, but the issue is at 8.5 G A to Z. I can't remember the actual term of it, like the whole term. So yeah. Uh, Fun fact: the 50 series is gonna have 8. It's losing point 0.5. So yeah. So I might switch to AMD or just get the GTX 1080 Ti since it's an old model and it costs less money. I'm just not sure I'm gonna install it because this PC was pre-built, and I'm kind of scared to touch it. All right. So, what do I do for a living? I create content for you guys, for you to watch, and for you guys to get to know me. Do I work for any companies? Right here, that says Junior Canadian Ranger. You see, I've actually earned a certificate, which I have hanging up right here. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you, but I will tell you what it says. Certificate of Appreciation with Sincere Appreciation of Staff JCR Hakon Calliope. It has my actual name, so I'm not telling you that. I'm just using my contact brand name. And the other part it says who has successfully supported, participated, and reinforced the Junior Canadian Rangers program during the basic enhanced training session. It was signed by the commanding officer and company sergeant major. Who I well also not told the names. The commanding officer was a major, so yeah, I'm just gonna tell you that much. Uh, I also earned a second certificate. It's somewhere in my closet. I just don't want to go into it because it's kind of a mess right now. I also have to do my chores because this is not my house. I still live with my parents. It's indigenous. I reservations. Yeah, I live there. It's kind of hard to get a house. You know how it is. You know how it is. It's like a war zone out here. We gotta catch your own food, right, and just go into a store and buying it. It's like so hard. It's a hard life. But yeah. Once I'm. Oh, hold on. Nope, no ad, no ad.
Aliens have attacked.
Okay, that was Spy Kicks. So who do I look up to in the content creation industry? I look up to Spy Kicks, also known as my first content creator who I ever watched on YouTube. What was we seeing? Oh, Vanos and the crew were other people's original, but Spy Kicks was my original because it was the first videos I watched and I liked it and I just continued watching it. I stopped watching them around 3 to 2 years ago. Because as I got older, my attention span really dropped. I gotta stop looking at OBS. I gotta look at my camera more. What else should they talk about? There's a bunch of stuff, and I got to talk for 4 more minutes. 10 piece stream more. Oh, what should I talk about? Uh, Editor Hakon, put intermission on. All right, I got okay. There's something. There's a hair in my mouth. Who do I look up to and the in the VTubering industry? There's a bunch of VTubers. I'm not sure. I should know someone, but I don't look up to them. Who do I look up? I would say Iron Man, but that's a pretty basic question. Plus, I don't watch Iron Man as much. Gargura? No. She recently graduated. I can't look up to her anymore. Who's someone not here anymore. Oh, I would say that if she means Boobe, but she's gone too. I keep forgetting about that. Uh, I swear, and most of the YouTubers I look up to are gone. Okay, it's okay. So not Hololive lies. All right, I gotta remember who I looked up to first. Hold on, give me a moment. All right, so there's a YouTuber I look up to. If I remember their name, Flux Slushy. Ah, they're gone too. I just realized that. Oh my gosh, I sure. But yeah, she was. They were. Well, I would say Baldy. She was the first YouTuber I ever looked up to. But if we're talking about the first ever VTuber, it would be Only Malay. How do I pronounce it? I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I watch the machine, but yeah, it's just sometimes. It's not all the time. What else should I talk about? Let me pull up my line. See what I don't have any. Also, oh, I forgot to mention this. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I'm gonna mention this now. I am planning to get a VTuber model. So sometimes I'll be using my webcam. Like I'll stop looking at OBS. I'm gonna be using my webcam and my VTuber model. Like time to time. Like I'll be switching between. And for the VTuber lore of my model, that's gonna be made right now because I never made it. So I'm gonna start doing it right now. I'll add it to my to-do list. I'll write it down on my phone for you guys. Look, I'm writing it down. I just gotta open the new files because all my files are currently occupied. All right, there you go. For you guys' proof, if you guys can read inverted, that says what does that say? Write down a upcoming model lore. Yeah. All right, now you guys have my word. I'm gonna write it down. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. That's the part I'm gonna have to figure out. When it comes to being a writer, I gotta figure out everything. How long it's gonna be, what's it gonna, how it's gonna be like, how's it gonna begin, how's it going to end. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to figure out a lot. Also, it's past my 10 minutes mark. Uh, also, I'm gonna talk about my favorite songs when it comes to the Hololive production. Favorite song, Psycho from Hackles Basil. Hackles Bait. Yeah, I'm just gonna call her that. Or I'm just gonna call her Hack. Alright, Hackles, if you're watching, even though you're probably not, you're now Hack. Uh, my second favorite song is, I don't have a second favorite song. Yeah. Uh, I'm not sure what to talk about from now on. So editor Hakon, add the conclusion part. Thank you, please.